Good morning students, myself Dr. Haribhau Waghere, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Maharaja Jivajirao Shinde Mahavidyalaya, Srigonda, District Ahmednagar, and this college is affiliated to Savitribai Phule University of Pune. The main aim of this video is only for educational purpose, and this university for FY based and SY based there is a CBCS pattern, that is choice based credit system is there. In that choice based credit system there are 2 papers. In each paper there are 2 credits and there is a 35 marks for each paper for theory syllabus. And in last time we have started the second credit of FYBSc paper second, that is plant morphology and anatomy. In that plant morphology and anatomy we have studied about the structure, definition of the anatomy, that in gross internal structure, that is the definition of anatomy. Then when we take the transverse section and study it with the help of microscope, that is called histology. Then after, what is the importance of this anatomy in a different disciplines, we have studied in the last video. Before this we have studied about the importance of plant anatomy in pharmacognosy, then importance of plant anatomy in taxonomy, and how anatomy is important in different parts or different plant sciences. We have studied in the last time. In today's video we are going to learn about importance of plant anatomy in wood identification. We know that wood is a important part or economic important part of the plant. With the help of this wood we have prepared different furnitures for house constructions, for railway pools, internal constructions of the railway also. We have studied about the anatomical structure or the wood, structure of the wood, types of wood, then which plant have a hardwood, how we can come to conclusion that this type of wood is very good or this type of wood is very nice for the use for different purposes. And for all these purpose the anatomy plays very vital role in the identification of this wood. Then we know that xylem is one of the important element of the vascular plants. Xylem, important cell of the woody plants. Then its amount and nature. The amount, that is the nature, varies from species to species. The xylem amount, how many xylem cells are there, which type of or which shape is there of that xylem, that varies from species to species. We know that there are large number of genus, large number of families, large number of species are there, and they all have a different tissue systems, cells, and this feature is of great importance in identification of wood in timber industry. Timber industry में इस एनाटॉमी का बहुत ही योगदान है. Without the study of anatomy the timber industry is not perfect, and on the basis of this trust of the anatomy they have some economic value and the professional findings also Then xylem wood is composed of facets, trachea, trachees, wood fibers, and patch of xylem, or that is also known as a wood parenchyma. This cellular structure very important, and these components of woody or wood vary in their position. That components, trachea, vessels, wood fibers, and patches of xylem, wood parenchyma, that are the different components of this wood, and they play very vital role, or they are vary in amount. Their position also is different in different species, and on the basis of this wood identification, or on the basis of this wood identification, it is possible to study the wood structures. And first point is that the presence or absence of vessel, presence and absence of vessels and arrangement of the vessels. When if vessels are present, structure is different. If vessel is absent, wood is different. The plant group on the basis of this vessel, there are different plant groups, and different plant groups have a different type of vessels. Presence or absence of vessels and arrangement of vessels in wood is one of the important criteria for wood identification. When vessels are absent, wood is described as a non-porous wood. Non-porous wood, vessels are absent. Which is the example of this type of plant group? Gymnosperm is a plant group having a non-porous type of wood. There is no vessels, vessels are absent. Then what about another type? When vessels are present, wood is called a porous type of wood. Which is the example of this porous type of wood? Angiospermic woods are porous, and it is having some vessels, and especially dicot plant. In angiosperm there are dicot and monocot, two types, and in dicot vessels are present, and porous type of wood has a peculiar distribution of vessels. The vessels are the arrangement of or the distribution of that is a special distribution of vessels in wood, and thus it may be of two types. त्याच्या डिस्ट्रीब्युशनच्या दोन टाइप्स आहेत पुन्हा. डिफ्यूज पोरस वूड, डिफ्यूज porous wood, diffuse porous wood. What is diffuse porous wood? In which plant that is found? Vessels are more or less equal in diameter and uniformly distributed throughout the wood. Vessels are more or less equal in diameter. त्या व्हेसलची जी लांबी आहे, डायमीटर आहे, ती less or more equal and are uniformly distributed throughout the wood. लाकडामध्ये सर्वत्र डिस्ट्रीब्यूट झालेले असतात. And when there is a gradual change in size and distribution of vessels through growth ring, the wood is known as diffuse porous wood. That type of wood is called a diffuse porous wood. Which is the example of this type of wood? Do we know that acacia is there? Acacia nilotica बघा, मराठीमध्ये आपण बाभळ म्हणतो. या बाभळमध्ये डिफ्यूज पोरस वूड्स असतात. डिफ्यूज पोरस वूड्स असतात म्हणजेच काय असतं तर त्यांचे व्हेसल्स च्या लांबी डायमीटर कमी जास्त असते. And another example is there, salix, populus. Then what about another ring porous wood? What is a ring porous wood? What is the? When the wood consists of facets of different diameter forming different rings. Diameter different but forming a definite ring is there. That is called ring porous. There is a ring of definite or rings. Thus, wood produced at the beginning of season have vessels distinctly larger in size than in late wood which is produced at the end of the season. Beginning of the season and the end of the season. There are two conditions of this ring porous wood. Wood produced at the beginning of the season have vessels distinctly larger in size than in late wood which is produced at the end of the season. At the end of season ला जे काही wood म्हणजे rings तयार आहेत, they have a different diameter, and first or at the beginning of the seasons that have a different ring system is there, and such wood is called as a ring porous type of wood. Such type of wood is called ring porous wood type of wood. Example is there Fraxinus, then Quercus, oak. That are the different examples of such type of ring porous wood. Then the wood form a ring scissor, would form in a ring scissor with large size pores or vessels is called spring wood, or it is also known as the early wood. That is also known as the early wood, early लवकर येणार. And the wood formed in autumn season with small pores is called autumn wood or late wood. That is also known as late wood. Means on the basis of their secondary wall thickenings, on the basis of secondary wall thickenings, the primitiveness or advancedness of wood can be confirmed. How primitive is there or how advanced is there? On the basis of this secondary wall thickenings, the primitiveness and the advancedness is there. Then thickenings may be annular, spiral, scalariform, reticulate, simple, bordered, pitted. Thickenings, they are different. Thickenings are different. It may be annular, it may be spiral, it may be scalariform, it may be reticulate, jalidar, it may be simple, very simple, sadhe, or it may be bordered, pitted. Thickenings are there. And structure of rays in wood is also working as a criteria for identification of wood. Structure of rays is also one of the important criteria for the identification of wood. Example, which is the example of this type of wood, uniseriate rays, single, serrate linings, uniseriate rings in coniferous wood. Coniferous means cone bearing plants, that is gymnospermic plants, file, dicot, wood may be one or many cells white. In dicot and monocot, there are, in dicot wood may be one or many cells. Then ray height also changes from one to other species. Ray height. Change in species, the height of the rays also changes. Then what about next point? The criteria or the parenchyma in relation with vessels also changes. Parenchymatous cells, vessels. Parenchyma in relation with vessels also changes and used as a criteria for wood identification. Parenchyma also plays very vital role, and on the basis of this parenchyma in relation to vessels, it also changes, and that is also used as a criteria for wood identification, which is the example of this type of wood. Presence of apotracheal parenchyma speaks for primitiveness. Apotracheal parenchyma speaks for primitiveness of wood, while paratracheal parenchyma for wood identification. Apotracheal, paratracheal for wood identification is there. And these variety of criteria may be used for wood identification. In this way, there are different criteria may be used for wood identification, and thus plant anatomical studies have great values for timber industry. So, in this way, in today's lecture, today's video, we have learned about the importance of anatomy, wood identification, then presence and absence of vessels, the arrangement of vessels, the presence and absence and arrangement of the vessels, the non-porous wood, that is gymnosperms, that is also example is the pinus, then porous wood, that is angiosperms, that is the diffuse porous wood, example is acacia, and ring porous wood, that is example is a quercus and oak. And this video is only for educational purpose, and if you want to see more video, please visit to Dr. Vaighere's biology channel also and MJS Srigonda knowledge bank also.